right, folks, I said we would take some moments to take your live Twitter questions, and we're going to do that right now. Once again, make sure you're following us on Twitter, @ColliderVideo. Tweet on in your questions. Suck up to Ashley. Let's see if we can get your question on. So, Ashley, what do we got?
Aaron writes, how much say does the director of a movie have in making the trailers?
For the most part, almost none. There are some directors that have the kind of clout that they will have those, but honestly, they don't even have time for that. They're cutting these trailers together while the directors are still working on their films. Like I said, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, it's not their fault. If we're going to talk about bad trailers, what about you? What do you think, Sean?
Usually they don't have anything to do with that. That's the marketing department, and you'd be surprised at how separate all these companies that make the same product end up becoming. Like there's the film division, there's a production arm that's actually making the film, there's editorial, and there's actually marketing, which is a separate, complete entity. So usually not that much. You witness John Carter. There's no Of Mars, and then John Carter's like, the advertising for it was like horrible. It was like a bunch of weird red apes and a dude standing. No one went
Terrible
to go see
title.
the movie. No one knew what it was. I mean, same thing with Edge of Tomorrow. I mean, it's these kinds of decisions that doesn't really have anything to do with when they're making the film and hey, we've got this awesome script called, Live, Die, Repeat. It's not even called that. It's All You Need Is Kill. But then they changed it to Edge of Tomorrow. It sounds like a soap opera. No one goes to see the soap opera. Then they change it to Live, Die, Repeat. Now you have a movie with 3 titles. You don't even know what it is.
Yeah, they really clutched the balls out of the title of that movie. I think when it's a bigger movie like Star Wars or Civil War, that everybody, the brain trust all sits around a room, and maybe like J.J. Abrams isn't the one cutting the trailer, but they definitely look at that before they release it to the public, and he might give notes. But for a smaller movie, I don't think there's much say.
All right, what's next?
Jedi Master Brack writes, who was your movie crush when you were younger?
Okay, my first movie crush ever was, what's her name again? She was in Friends.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox, when she was in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. She was so ridiculous. I mean, she's beautiful now, but I mean, whew. And then after that, for a lot of years, it was Cameron Diaz. Because if you've seen Cameron Diaz in The Mask, I mean, that was another level. So those were some of the ones when I was younger.
Definitely Carrie Fisher from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Sybil Danning from Battle Beyond the Stars. Look her up. Jane Seymour, Linda Carter. I had a lot of crushes.
I'm going to go with Alicia Silverstone. Had a pretty big crush on her when she was doing Clueless and those Aerosmith videos, but the one, the only, the all-time great, Cindy Crawford, when she won an Oscar for her portrayal of whoever she played in Fair Game. God, what a bad movie, but there was rumors you got to see more Cindy Crawford you ever got to see before, so I was there opening day. What a perv I was.
And 15 years from now, there's a whole generation of guys that are going to say, well, who was your celebrity crush when you were younger? They're going to say Ashley Mova.
That's right.
I don't blame them.
Man, when she would shake her shoulders on a Wednesday. Oh, my God.
Oh.
All right, what's next?
Ben Hyde writes, what genre do you think will be the next big thing?
That's tough to say. I mean, everything seems to be circular in Hollywood. Like one trend comes, one trend goes. I mean, I think you're going to see a reemergence at some point of the action buddy cop movies, just because there's a lot that lends towards that. But look, right now the trend is comic book movies, and there's no sign of it slowing down. For 6 years, I've had people telling me, people are going to get tired of comic book movies any day now. They've been saying it for 6 years. And then what happens? They put out Captain America Civil War trailer, gets 61 million views in the first 24 hours. The interest in comic book movies is not going anywhere. You're going to have to get a string. I've been saying this for a long time. You're going to have to get a string of 3 or 4 truly bad comic book films in a row. And they're making better comic book films today than they ever have before. And it's going to be a while before that. It will happen. Eventually, it will happen. I'm just saying that's not on the radar yet. Right. Not at this point. Schnepp, what do you think?
Yeah, I've been hearing that doom saying since like 2003. It's all over after. It's like, relax. Here we're at 2015. Why don't you relax for a minute? I think the trends are science fiction is going to be trending in more. I think even like Green Lantern Corps, they're going to have the buddy cop science fiction superhero movie. You'll see different genres kind of blending. I'd love to see a sci-fi western. I'd love to see. So I think that's what with cosplay doing the mashups. I think you're going to see a lot more movies taking chances, doing genre busting and trying like mix-ups. I think that'll be exciting.
Video game movies.
It's totally video game movies. They're going to start making them really good, and Mortal Kombat will be threatened for the greatest video game movie of all time.
I mean,
Pitfall, the movie.
Hey, look, and it could be closer.
Uncharted?
That could be closer than we think, because look, we've been saying for like 2 years now, there is a day coming, there's an age coming when 2 films are coming out. Assassin's Creed, Warcraft. These could be the movies. If they're great, that could truly usher in a new era of what could be the big genre.
And it ain't gonna be Ratchet and Clank. Sorry, but right after that,
I
video
know.
game
You know how many
movies.
people, whenever I bring that up, would say, "John, you keep forgetting Ratchet and Clank." It's like, no, I didn't forget.
Splinter
Ratchet
Cell
and
with
Clank.
Tom Hardy. When's that going to get made?
Oh, that's we're waiting for that. Okay, 2 more.
All right, Aaron Odes writes, was there any movie you went to see and after was like, I kind of want my money back?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can say that specifically. I know that there were 3 films. I don't know if I remember that now. There's only 3 films in my life I've ever walked out of. One was Dark Water with Jennifer Connelly. That was just terrible. Then the next one was the one with Johnny Knoxville where he pretends to be a Special Olympian.
With
the Ringer.
Yeah, they were trying to have a positive. I understand. Hey, full marks for what they were attempting to do, what their motive was, but it just came across as insulting to me. It was making it's like, hi, I'm sorry, I don't find making fun of people being particularly funny unless it's Mark Ellis. So there's that, and then the third one that I walked out of was Movie 33. I just couldn't take that one. It is Movie 33, right? That's the name of it?
40-something.
42, 43,
yeah.
whatever. I don't even care to remember the name of it. I walked out of that one in like 15 or 20 minutes. I just could not stomach it anymore. So I didn't ask for my money back, but if I would have, it would have been those 3 movies.
Batman Forever, man. I was excited for Batman Forever, and I walked out. Like, not only what happened to my money, what happened in my last 2 hours. I was like, what happened to my life? This is everything for me. I got to go back home and start from scratch. And that's when I picked up Magic the Gathering. You're welcome, ladies.
It was last year. It was The Counselor, Ridley Scott's. All these amazing stars and Cormac McCarthy's script. I was like, can't wait for an amazing. What is this garbage I'm watching? Holly and I were like, well, do you want to leave? We didn't know if either one of us wanted to stay, so we didn't say anything. And then like an hour into it, I was like, this is horrible. So then we kind of just endured it. But yeah, that's the movie I saw it for free. And I wanted my money back.
All right, last question of the day.
All right, the Film Circle writes, if there's a post-credit scene in The Force Awakens, what do you want it to be like?
I still look. A lot of people still say Episode 8. I want a post-credit scene for Rogue One. I understand that. Hey, but it happened so many decades before. Yeah, I get that. But I think you can just have a little subtitle come up 40 years ago, and then that happens. I just think it would make sense. There's still a lot of people who are kind of confused about what Rogue One is amongst the general movie-going population. So I think a post-credit scene in stars, and don't save it for the very end, just have one of those mid-credit scenes so you still get everybody in the theater. I think it's an opportunity for them to set up Rogue One. So that's why I hope the direction they go. What do you think, Mark?
Well, it depends because I haven't seen The Force Awakens yet, so I don't know what happens in that. But if they kill Han, I want the post-credit scene to be Han coming back to life, being like, now it's a scratch. I'm cool, guys.
I want, credits. I want all the credits to go. 10 minutes. I don't care how many credits. Then you see the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
And then you see a zombie
there you go.
Boba Fett come to life. That's what I want.
Wait,
So-
you don't want Boba Fett to survive. You want dead zombies.
Yeah, this is
Boba
35
Fett.
years later. It's happening while The Force Awakens, and so
And he's got a hockey mask and a knife, and he goes kills campers.
I like it.
Or what if there's some kind of big battle wherever Darth Vader's helmet is, and there's a lot of electricity flying around, at the end of the movie goes back to that helmet, and all of a sudden you hear the breathing start, that Darth Vader breathing.
Wow,
That would
crazy.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.